Seine's maritime affairs throughout history. Thanks primarily to its favorable geographical position, Seine was an important transit port from antiquity through the Middle Ages to the beginning of the 20th century. As a crossroads, it had an important role in connecting the peoples and cultures in the hinterland with the coasts of the Adriatic and the Mediterranean seas. The port and sea transport gave it a special economic significance, which is why it would become an important administrative and cultural center. In Seine's turbulent past, we can talk about three golden ages of Seine's maritime affairs, trade, and shipping industry. These were antiquity, the Frankopan age, and the 18th century. 1. The town of Seine is mentioned very early in the works of Greek and Roman geographers and historians, and the oldest mention of Seine was recorded in the Periplus, circumnavigation, of the Greek writer Pseudo-Scylax from the 4th century BC. Seine is mentioned in ancient travelogues and on Roman road maps. Tabula Peutingeriana, Peutinger's map, as an important port and crossroads. Seine was the main transit port for the interior from the 1st millennium BC as the Portus Senites, Gate of Seine, of the ancient Japodes and the Liburnians. Apart from Seine, important places by the sea were Lopsica, Ortoplina, Vegium, and Argiuntum. It is also important to mention the customs office of Illyricum, the same kind of office that Aquileia, Trieste, and Pula also had. 2. In the 13th century, Seine came under the administration of the Frankopan counts of Krk, when it experienced all kinds of economic, political, and cultural development, as well as being an important trading port. 3. The third golden age of Seine maritime affairs began in the 18th century, when old trade ties were renewed and new ones established. New administrative organizations were founded to regulate maritime trade, commercial court, consulate, and maritime ties with important ports were established, with Venice, Naples, Dubrovnik, and the construction of a modern port began in Seine. Roads were built, large imperial warehouses were erected, and ships were built in the shipyard. In 1762, Seine had 219 ships, and in 1780, a nautical school for sailors and officers operated in the town. Various types of ships with outstanding maritime characteristics were built in Seine's shipyard. Grip with oars and sails, small sailing ships with one sail, zaikes, or with two sails, trabacolo, barche, lugger, and cutter. Then the Seine grip from the 17th century, the Uskok rowboat, gaeta, and others.